I hope we're live. My name is Dr. Melissa Cohen. I am excited. This week I had vacation last week, so this week I'm trying to catch up here. So I Googled, hey, when is the SpaceX IPO? Because I know it was on the radar. Hey, it is set for June 12th. So I just wanted to give you some information about, hey, if you are considering looking into becoming an investor of SpaceX, kind of what that means, some things you need to look out for, and kind of what are the details at this point. So I did have to do a little bit of research, but what has happened is SpaceX, which is the company owned by Elon Musk, they do the Starlink. They've got some AI features and some other things. I can find that in just a minute to give you more details. They are currently a private company. They do have rounds of investors, but it's for just private rounds of investors. And so what it means is they have filed paperwork with the SEC, which is the Securities and Exchange Commission, to offer common stockholders to the public. And usually that process takes much longer, right? So that's why it's like, oh, shoot, this is coming up very quickly. I think I read an article saying the SEC kind of speed process the paperwork through and such. And so when a company goes public like that, they do have to follow the SEC laws, which basically in the nutshell, there has to do with the accounting procedures, making sure everything follows their rules and regulations. There's financial transparency. Everything has been fully disclosed. And then the company also works with underwriters and such to figure out, well, what is a company worth? How much should we price the share per share of common stock? Also, the company will also try to pre-sell some of the stock to our institutional investors. And those institutional investors are like the hedge funds, the index 500, S&P 500 index funds, different hedge funds. It can be endowment funds from large universities will have a stock as well. It can be pension funds from whether it's the state government type positions. They will buy stock as well and hold that as well. One thing though to note, which is a little interesting, is that Elon Musk they're trying to get about 30% of the stocks saved for retail investors and such, which is a Charles Schwab, Fidelity, Vanguard, etc., for smaller folk like us, right? So that we can buy individual stocks up front as well. So that's a good. So I think generally overall, the feeling is about 80% of all common stock are actually owned by these large institutional investors. But there's still plenty of stock for you and I to buy as well. So what this looks like. Well, so first of all, you're like, what do I do? SpaceX their ticker symbol is going to be SPCX. They are going to start selling on June 12th. That's the date as of right now, and then what I could find out and such. So if that is a company that you are thinking you want to buy into, then definitely you got to make sure, look at how you're going to buy that and how you're going to fund it. So just kind of a quick little lessons here as well. You can do that through a retirement account, a non-retirement account, whether you have a Roth account, you have your own brokerage account and such. If you need to move money from your bank account to your brokerage account, that might be something that you might want to do in advance so that you have some money ready to buy on IPO. Now, I am not a licensed investor, trader, or I guess not investor, but a licensed trader. I cannot give financial advice about buying any stock. So this is not really a recommendation either. One thing I will let me get some light on here, is just to let you know, even if you think a company is doing really great in the past, past performance doesn't indicate future performance as well either. So that's a huge financial disclosure. But I just want to give you the basics of what that looks like. So it is we'll be trading on the SPCX as a ticker symbol. We don't know the stock price. I don't know what it's going to look like. It hasn't been announced yet. It's probably not going to be announced until June 11th, which is the day before. So I don't know if it's going to be $500 a share or if it's going to be $5 a share. But typically it's going to be lower, I would guess, just to make it more accessible to the everyday investor like yourself. Hopefully yourself and I can buy some stock. And then I'm just also telling you from a standpoint here, disclosure and such. I probably will be buying some stock. My husband, I was like, hey, he's like, well, I heard that IPO stocks shoot up real high and then they lose value very quickly afterwards because it's a lot of hype, not on the company financials. So he has a bit different strategy than I do. He's not even going to buy it. And that's okay too. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not endorsing it or anything, but I'm just telling you that there is a hype out there. If you are thinking about buying anything, definitely don't buy anything you don't want to lose money in as well. So I'm just putting a little bit of money in as well. So there is historical information here. I had actually found this finance.yahoo.com article. I dropped it into the description, the link. And they have some information too that I just want to share real quickly. That history shows that the IPO hype can fade very quickly. So it could start, the price could skyrocket and then it could fall very quickly, either that day or very shortly after. They give some examples here of how Meta, which is Facebook, fell 47% during its first 6 months as a publicly traded company. Alibaba Group declined 26% following its debut. Coinbase lost 75% within a year of its listing, and Rivian dropped roughly 80% from its peak. So this isn't always a strategy just to make quick money either. So one thing, why is everybody hyped about it, is because, as you know, SpaceX has Starlink. Let me see. It is expected to. A lot of IPOs recently haven't done fantastic, right? Great. And so there's the hype. It's going to do great because it's an Elon Musk company. They've got a lot of good things that they're doing as a company behind it. But that hype might fade too. So just be wary of that. Let's see. It is also another big hype around it. Is it's supposed to be valued at like $1 trillion, which is like one of the highest numbers ever. So that's where the hype is. If you want to get in, you want to get on, that's your own decision. You want to wait a couple months, let all the hype fade away, and then be a long-term investor. That's absolutely a different strategy as well, kind of and such. So here's the other thing that you need to know is like, hey, I, as a business person, want to know what's the company financials look like. Guess what? It's just not out there yet. We can't find it. We don't have access to that yet either. So I can't go in and kind of look around on the financials, the balance sheet, the income statement, the cash flow statement to see what's going on and such right now. I did know from this Yahoo article, it says SpaceX reported $18.7 billion in revenue last year, which is fantastic. But it also noted that they recorded a net loss of $4.9 billion as spending accelerated across artificial intelligence infrastructure, the Starship rocket development, and satellite deployment programs. So they're not profitable yet. So there's always a risk in that. But anyways, I just want to let you know, if you are kind of looking at potential stocks or you want to know why is everyone all crazy and talking about SpaceX, there's a couple different reasons. I just gave you, whether you invest in it, that's your own decision. Talk to your accountant, talk to your financial broker, your analyst, whoever's giving you advice. Don't take advice from anyone from free social media, right? If we're not licensed to do so, we cannot actually give you financial advice on whether you should invest or not. I'm just trying to give you that information if that's something that you're interested in as well. So I'm going to keep looking and keep researching to see if I can find out more financial information about the company and kind of what they're spending the money on, and looking at it from that standpoint, so we can make better informed decisions and such. So I hope you have a great day. If you have any questions or comments, leave it here. I'm going to try to post more regularly this summer, especially since I'm out from teaching at school. But if you've got any ideas, feel free to add it in the chat or comments or send me an email. I hope you have a great day, and hopefully you want to join me. We're going to talk a lot more about investing and maybe saving for the long term and kind of what that looks like. I know that intimidates a lot of people. So it is an education standpoint. So if you just learn something new 5 minutes every single day, that would be great as well. So hope you have a great day. Hope you have some great successes in the investing world as well. Oh, I got to figure out how to turn this off, right? Have a great day.